Hey guys, here with RP, deck called Whole Foods, and it's got food in it. It's an RP deck. That's about all I got. Kind of an awkward mull, but we'll see if we draw an ice. We don't draw an ice. Well, that's not great. How much do we have to play this? Yeah, we get Siphon now. We're just completely toast. So we'll cover our HQ with this Eli. That's not where we want the Eli. So what we got. Desperado. Okay. Looking for a cheap ice to put in front of this Sundew. If we get the Sundew running, we'll be okay. Got this triple static. It's a 1x in the deck, and I honestly don't like it that much. I guess it's good against noise at times. But at least in the early game, you never know if you're going to bleed an agenda or not. Okay, tool booth. So booth and R&D, some pros and cons. Pros is stop bleeding accesses to him. Cons is it's really expensive. I think we're going to put in a new remote. And we're going to go with the Sundew next turn. Need to bring our DBS up. John, okay. Not sure what to expect from Ken. If there's going to be high risk job or high stakes job. A lot of shutdowns, Crescentus, sneak doors. Hard to really know. If we had more money, I would just slam this Nisei, but I'm kind of scared to do so. I think it's really unsafe right now. Server 2. Credit. So now we can res our booth if we have to. Tax him out. He can get a tag. He doesn't really want a tag, right? So he might just avoid this. We'll let him hit our R&D for single accesses. It's fine. We already have a Nisei in our hand. There's only 8 agendas. Oh, Eater. So we could be seeing Apocalypse, or could it be even Cutlery, I guess? It's kind of scary. What's he going to do with that Eater? Well, Assassin is a card. We'll play that. Just a matter of moneying up for a while. Gets $1 and a card. Seems good. If he trashes either of these, he gets pretty broke. Oh yeah, okay. So we'll be on 8, we'll go to 3. Either way, we're really unhappy about this. There's just, I guess we could have put this on the HQ. Maybe that's a much better play in the end. I was just like, yeah, we can stop bleeding accesses, but yeah, the Eater means he can guarantee the Siphon. He's actually shaking the tags and not killing the Sundew. I think that's very wrong. Can we get a hedge fund? We cannot get a hedge fund. Well, weirdly, I think it's probably good to ice this over. Because we need this remote to live. I think the Sundew to live, and then we can just tank Siphons and it's fine. So is he going to have Apocalypse or DLR maybe? I'm uncertain. So he will now kill our stuff with our own money. It happens. Yes, please spend, sir. He needs real credits to break all our stuff, unlike other runners. So he probably isn't high stakes, and he can trigger that with the Eater. Get to bottom another agenda. Happy days. $5. What's the defense here? Play server 2. Play HQ. Play new remote. Be on 6. We can go to 5. We can dump more money into these if we need to. That's all right. As long as he can't siphon profitably, I'm okay with it. Yeah, cannot res. Womp womp, because it's a pretty good tax, $5. As long as this DBS says we can not draw any more agendas. And we can just hang on for dear life. Okay, he's gonna kill the DBS. That's smart, you gotta kill that stuff. Crash space, okay. Lotus is good. Does he have inside job? Does he have calorie? A little bit dicey here. If he just goes same old siphon like whatever here, we'll be a little bit sad. If he kills his pad, spending most of his turn to do so. Yeah, we got a res here. Pretty good tax on him. So we've already bought him a couple agendas. So we know that those are not coming back till we shuffle. And he will not access anything anyway because of the eater. So that's cool. So you're thinking this card, it's too expensive to actually use unless you're already in pretty good shape. Well, oh man, if we play this sword to HQ, we can stuff a siphon attempt later on. If we put it on archives, he's gonna try to siphon. We gotta put it on HQ, I think. Not that I love to put a third ice here like this was in this way, but if we can snipe this eater, I'll be quite happy with myself. Sword is good these days. There's a lot of AI stuff, even beyond Faust. You can kill eater. I mean, some Adam might have Overmind or whatever. Quetzal can play Overmind. Faust is by far the best one. Eater's pretty good too. Nice. He's gonna get to exploit this pad. Bunny for days. Doesn't trash the pad though, so we're getting another use of it. Pretty happy with that. We have to just keep eating bank jobs. Like, there's not really an alternative for us. So good news, Lotus is probably pretty... We can make a second remote if we have to. And we might have to. I'm unclear as to what his game plan is. If we're ever going to have enough money to trash this Sundew. Because he's killing everything else. We kind of need this money. But we're patient. We have Chrysium coming as well. Eventually we'll get Chrysium Grid and then we'll be happy. I think Draw Gift is pretty good here. It's not like he can access. I see Blind Legworks us. That seems unlikely. Yeah, let's bait him. We have the Eater, Swordsman. Just destroy that and be very happy with that. And then he would hit the pup, pay 2, and bounce off the Eli probably. So I'm happy to gift him and say, come on in, we have cookies. Well, you gotta get that covered. There's 3 cricks, I believe. Let's check the list right quickly. This is where are you at, Whole Foods? Yeah, there are in fact 3 cricks, and as soon as crick comes up, we slam it there, and he's never going to archives again. While we were away, he hard cast Fem. Okay. $2 he gets to go through. Future Perfect. Oh boy. Let's bid 2. We can afford it. It's gonna come again. Blah. Last click. This is pretty important. Spend 0. Interesting. Okay. Well, we paid for it, but it's in our hand. Now we know where a lot of our agendas are. Do we cover R&D? Let him go for 2 on the R&D. I think 2 is too much. Do we draw here? Yeah, it's weird to draw a third click, but I really want to have 5 in my hand in case he does decide to take a random poke here. Really wanting to draw a crick as well. So there's probably no second fem coming after this. If we could get Crizzy, I'd feel a lot better. Oh yeah, now he's got... Okay. Well, yeah, our window for Swords to Fire is now kind of over because he's got 2 Sentry Breakers, which is more than he really wanted to have. So we're going to have to Caprice HQ and decide if we're going to play this static or are we going to jam Nisei this turn. I think we jam Nisei this turn. Oops. Oh well, we'll do it in case there's a drive-by. No, it's not. Yeah, there's an argument to res it in case of drive-by, but I think even if we get drive-by, this toll booth will stop it. We don't want to res this and then have to res this other Caprice. I try to advance this card and then they run the other order or something. Well, he figured it was Caprice anyway, so I don't think we gave up much information. So what can he do against this? So once the first Nisei rolls, we're in really good shape. Inside job. Yeah, we got something for that. And that's gonna ETR, get him a tag. You can get rid of it with the crash space for free. It's pretty cool. That has now become a 0 cost card. We'll see how many he actually gets rid of. I'm not sure this is gonna be worth it. All right, Nisei token and we're comfortable because we can now block Siphon with this. Whatever we need to do. $10 credits. We need to keep enough we can bid on this Caprice. He needs like a second Fen to beat this because it costs a ton of money to use like... Oh, yeah, we gotta jam that. Ton of money to use like a Rex on this. That would be just so expensive. Yeah, that Nisei draw is the best possible draw right now. We know we bottomed already 2 agendas, right? So you can really count your agendas when you're playing RP and know where everything is. We know there's 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 in the bottom. 1 more in the R&D in the higher area. So we can just not res this Lotus Field ever. It's completely fine if we don't shuffle our deck. And that's a really powerful information to have. It's the same kind of thing you have when you're playing like Sync or another 40 card deck. You can just know like this server is not good for my opponent, so I won't bother spending ice. So we get a pop online. The static is pretty worthless in this matchup. I don't know, I might cut it. I understand why he has it as a 1-of, but I seem to draw it more than I would expect. So he's more or less dead man walking here. You can't do a lot when there's 2 Nisei tokens staring you in the face. Yeah, this shuffles our deck, so he's gonna get to keyhole us repeatedly. How good can this get for him? Now I got to think about whether we should res. 5 a pop, he can't do it, but it delays us our scoring. If we jam this next turn, he has to keyhole through, keyhole through, keyhole through. I don't think he can beat us. No, this is tough. If we go to 5, he can run here. No, I don't think we should res. I think we should let him keyhole here. Just jam, and then we should let it win next turn. Okay, he didn't even hit. Had he hit, we could have put the Jackson down. Right, he can still hit here. Jackson Howard, okay. So he would need to actually hit keyhole, keyhole, 2 agendas. Oh, he can't even. There's... Yeah, let's just push this out here. Why is he running archives? For a buck and a card? Is there a card that helps him? I guess he could. No, he can't even retrieve another fem. There's no fem in there. I don't think any card helps him. It's played a lot of same old things. It's probably better just to discard some of these. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's out of clicks. He couldn't waste one in archives. Yeah, he knows it. He's just demoralized now. All right, Nisei tokens are still strong. You really got to worry about turntable, I guess, is your main thing. Because if they turntable away, you're very sad. But there you have it. So just a very fundamentally sound deck. All good cards. Maybe the static is not that great, but it has a use. And does the trick. He spent a lot of work trashing our stuff, and normally that's good because the Sunday was still rolling. We really get enough money to win. And we had just enough. We have 3 credits left. You don't want a lot more than that because it means you waited too long. Really, you want to end the game with not that many credits left and know that you went as fast as you could to pressure the runner. Like if we were 2 turns slower, he would maybe have keyholed us out. We would have had to take a different tack. But in the end, like it's still a race to get through your stack and find answers. It was weird not seeing any crick this game, but there they are, crick, crick, crick. If we had had crick early on, he would have been in much worse shape because he was getting his card and his credit from Desperado like every single turn. Yeah, and here's the agendas that we bottomed earlier, so there was not a good R&D for him. Like even if he had taken the NAPD and the Nisei, it doesn't matter. He needs the Future Perfect before he can win. Thanks for watching, guys.